So to everybody saying we need to defund the police, the fuck is wrong with y'all? You think shit's bad now? You think racism's bad? You think crime, black on black crime, white on white crime, whatever, you think that shit's bad now? Defund law enforcement. Defund your protection. Yeah, you can say, well, they're killing us anyway. Well, that's fucking bullshit. You know it. I know it. You know, black people kill black people every single day. White people shoot white people somewhere every single day. You only hear about it every so often when it's a white cop shooting a black man or woman. There comes a time where you got to look at the whole picture of what's really happening here. Black Lives Matter is a bullshit movement when it comes to the whole picture. There were several black Americans that got killed over the weekend or in the last, 9 or 10 days now that this has been happening. You know, nobody said nothing about that. Ain't heard a word. And there's a 99% chance that you won't. So when does all lives matter? And you can get mad if you want to that I say that, but the truth of it is they do all matter. And even if we say, well, you know, you can't say that because that's not our movement. Well, okay, then you got to say all Black Lives Matter. Then. You can't pick and choose, man. Get over that. When you defund the police, you're asking for a world of murder and chaos and crime, and you think that's going to protect you from anything? Actually, that's just going to make your situation worse. And not just your situation, everybody's situation. Because you don't want to take away from law enforcement. You don't want to take away from our military. You don't want to take away from anybody that's going to protect you in situations like this. Because there are a lot of people that have nothing to do with this. White, black, green, orange, it don't matter. And you know, right now, you defund the police, then that means, of course you want to defund the police. Because that means less repercussion for you when you get caught fucking with our homes. That would make this country so bad, and you can say it's already bad, but it has problems, but this is a great place. That's why, like me, start making these videos. You know, I hate to see shit like this happen here. No, I'll probably never make a difference, but, you know, there's shit that needs to be said, and some people are too fucking scared to say it. So, you know, yep. People getting murdered is terrible. White, black, it don't matter to me. It's terrible. But what doesn't make it better and what doesn't make a shit happen or what doesn't make the shit go away or a situation better is for the people of the color that thinks that says they're getting picked on or getting bullied or getting whatever, is for thousands of people that say they have this problem to go out, tear up shit, and make your situation worse. You can say, well, it don't matter, but it does matter. You go out, you tear up shit, and you're like, oh, well, we get treated this way, and we get treated that way. And let me tell you something. In my opinion, and I've lived in the country, of course. I've lived in Atlanta. I've lived south of Atlanta. I've lived everywhere. Everywhere that I've lived has been mixed communities. This whole thing is about being black and being oppressed and having all the whole world against you, right? You know, years and years ago, I could have seen that. But at this point, at this day, this time, in 2020, unfortunately, well, maybe not 2020 because 2020 fucking sucks, but in my opinion, everybody has the same opportunity. Yep, as a kid, you might grow up in a shitty ass situation in a shitty fucking trailer park or the projects and have the odds against you. But just because you start life in that does not mean you have to stay in that. You have the option, you have the opportunity to make your own choice, to make decisions for yourself. Yes, you can be led and pushed in the wrong direction, but you don't have to stay in that direction. At some point, you get to a place in life where you make that decision to go out on your own. You know, and yes, not every single person in the world will have the same opportunities as others. But opportunity is not going to come to you. You have to go to opportunity. You know, you got to make opportunity. You see an opening in something, or you see an idea that would be successful or productive. That's your job as a human being to make that your opportunity if you want to be successful. You can't, if you grow up and you continue your life because everybody's told you to blame somebody for what's wrong, and that all these problems in the world and problems with yourself or your anything, they tell you it's everybody else's fault and that you need to feel a certain way. Well, that's not the case. You need to deal with things the best you can, try to make the best decisions you can, create your own opportunity. Because believe me, it's a very rare chance that huge opportunity just falls in your lap. It does happen for some that way. Not for everybody, not for many. Stop blaming everybody else for your situations. You know, you can't help every situation you get in, but you can change it at some point most of the time. Another thing that's going to do, it's going to make people feel like they're going to have to defend themselves, and it's going to make everybody so nervous. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to be on the defense when we're less law enforcement, because the people that are tearing up the city want less law enforcement. You know, come on. Bad idea, man. Don't do that shit. Don't even push for that. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Later.